I'm here today with Tim and Annette, the developers of the Inventors Action Program. So Annette, tell me what it's all about.
Well, the Inventors Action Program is a how-to program that provides very valuable information as well as the necessary steps inventors need to know in order to do the things they want to do, which is saving time, money, and achieving their goals.
Well, this is interesting because I think a lot of people have had either an idea to improve an existing product or invented something that they think is going to be a million-dollar idea.
Absolutely. And on a daily basis over the last several years, I've spoken with probably thousands of inventors who have a new idea for a new invention or improvement on something. And they honestly don't know where to go next or what the next step is. So they're looking to me to provide them with an answer.
So you created the Inventors Action Program.
Yeah, and actually for us, we found that one of the best parts of coming up with a new idea is following through with it and watching it grow into something. So there's a real sense of accomplishment that goes along with it.
I can see you're very passionate about helping inventors.
Absolutely, and that's why we've created this easy-to-follow program for inventors to help them develop their idea and figure out what the necessary steps are. And as we mentioned before, also to save some money by determining when they should spend it, when they shouldn't spend it, and when they do have to spend it, how to use it wisely.
Usually companies want inventors to spend money, but you want to actually help them save it.
I know, that's right, we do. Because our philosophy is, why pay someone to do something that you can do on your own first?
Annette mentioned earlier that you have customers every day looking for help with their invention. What is it that you do, Tim?
Well, we were one of the first companies in North America to own and operate rapid prototyping equipment, better known these days as 3D printing.
So I would imagine since that time, you've worked with a lot of people and their inventions.
Yeah, well, because of my background in pattern making and mold design and industrial design and foundry, I've really been able to help people with their product development, as well as a lot of them actually were granted patents.
Well, I can see how your experience would be beneficial to an inventor who's just starting out. So when did Annette join the company?
Well, we got to our point with our business where we wanted to, or we needed to, grow in our sales and our marketing, and that's when we brought Annette on board. I immediately knew, as soon as I met her, because her energy was fantastic, and she had such great ideas, I knew she was the right person for the job.
On that note, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your background, Annette.
Certainly. My background is in advertising, marketing, sales, corporate events, consumer promotions, and I guess about in the late 90s it was that I had joined the company. And since then I've spoken with thousands of inventors who have a new idea or new invention that they want to take to the next level. And really they're looking to me to come up with the starting point.
I'm guessing if they're calling you, they think they need to start with a prototype.
Absolutely. They're thinking they either have to have a prototype or a patent, and actually neither one of them are the right starting point.
So I'm guessing you cover that in the program.
Yes, we certainly do.
So now that you've got me intrigued, what do you feel sets your program apart from, let's say, invention books?
Well, we found that most books either weren't thorough enough or they didn't provide all the information that inventors really needed to develop their idea. And often in the books, what information was there was left for the reader to go in, pull out what was relevant, and then come up with the steps on their own that they had to follow.
And we cover all areas of the invention development process. We outline the steps along with the information in a format that's easy to use and saves so much time and guesswork, really.
I've heard a lot of people mention invention submission companies. You know, the kind of company that asks for a fee up front and then more money later to develop it.
Yes, we know these companies, and they tend to cost inventors a lot of money with very little return on their investment. And we are not one of those companies, and we don't provide any other services.
We don't even want to know what their idea is, because if we know what their idea is, they're already doing something wrong. Instead, what we do is teach inventors the skills they need to develop their idea on their own. And we will ask for a payment once for the program, and then that's it. And they can use that program over and over again.
You were saying that this is an easy program to use. So can anybody use it?
Yes, absolutely. If they want to learn how to develop their idea and save money doing it, then this program is perfect for them.
And most people don't know where to start. So this program really does make it easy for them, regardless of what they've already done or not done to date. And even if they still want to use an invention submission company, this program is of great benefit because the information will provide them with what they need to know to make educated decisions later on when they have to decide where and when they want to spend money with those companies.
What about the people who don't want to do the work themselves, but maybe just want to instead sell or license their idea?
Yeah, well, for those people who don't want to manufacture and sell it on their own, they still need to do the steps. They need to find out, can it make money? Do they have a customer base? How would they legally protect it? How much would it sell for? And so many more different things have to be determined first before you go and sell it to someone else.
Yeah, and selling your idea to one company is going to be way harder than selling it to a single customer. So, they're really going to need to know their stuff.
What are the topics that are covered in your program?
Well, we have a section, or rather two sections actually, that cover research. One is basic and one is thorough. Then we have sections, both basic and thorough, that cover patents and legally protecting your idea or your invention. There's a section on partnerships as well as prototyping. Manufacturing and pricing is a very important one that we cover. How to present your idea and your invention. There's also a section on marketing and selling. And then last but not least, one that we get a lot of questions on is money, financing, and investors.
Well, can't I find all this information myself on the internet?
Well, you probably could, but it took us 5 years of research and speaking with industry professionals, let alone our years of experience.
And then you have to know what you're looking for as well. What we found really interesting was that no two sources often had the same information. So you have to determine if the information you're getting is correct. But with us, you're getting it from a reliable source.
If you had one piece of advice for an inventor, what would it be?
Get your hands on this program, because one piece of advice isn't going to do anything for you. You need it all.
Yeah, you really do.